This is Richard Fowler. I'm John Kilpatrick with Oklahoma Aikido, Louisville, Kentucky, USA. And we are looking at Sankyo, and we've looked at the setup for Sankyo, which is the leading. We've looked at the structure break, and today I want to look at the striking. And so for us, there are three critical things in Aikido, and the most critical is leading, next is structure break, and third is striking. And of course the fourth thing, which was really stressed in the clubs I grew up in, was breaking joints. And we do a little of that, but we don't consider we consider these other three things more important. And so when we first started working with incorporating strikes into our Aikido, we were doing Kudo strikes, which are really very good strikes for what they're designed for. And the way we were using them was this. So if he goes to stab, then I'm coming, and usually we train with knives, so usually he has his knife. And so I'm coming and strike, doing this Kudo punch, and it's right into his face. Well, you got your knife?
I'll give you. Hard to believe I forgot it, wasn't it?
So he stabs, and I punch here. Well, notice that I'm at the length, the position where the knife is. And this is, let's do it the other way so they can see what's going on here. So he strikes, and I pivot and lead and strike. Well, you'll notice that I'm right by the knife. I'm right in the kill zone. So if this screws up for some reason, if he parries this, or if I just miss, or whatever goes wrong, I'm right where his next move, and I'm gutted, and I've had my guts all my life, and I'm attached to them, and I want to stay that way. So this is a really bad thing. Another problem with this is that he can see it coming. So this is coming straight at his face, and he can see that coming. And usually, a good fighter, if he sees it coming, he's going to do something to mitigate its effect. So it's the strike the guy doesn't see that knocks him out. So what we started doing on almost everything is we use a Yokomanuchi type strike. So when I do that, he comes in, and I'm coming from the side here. Well, look where I'm positioned. See, I'm in close to him. If he swings into me, I'm inside of the cut. And if we do that from the other side, so he comes in here, and I'm inside the cut. And notice that I'm hitting him on the neck here, and my forearm is against his body. So I'm very close to him. And we like this a lot. It makes for a very strong throw, because when I'm in this position, I've got this position, as I pivot and throw him, it pushes, I don't want to throw him, it pushes his shoulder back, and I'm pushing his head forward. But it really does a good job of breaking his structure. And while I'm doing that, this hand is pushing his hand down. And so if we show that from the other side, so he's coming in. So this elbow is knocking his shoulder toward the camera. This hand is pulling his head forward, and this is pushing this hand down and maybe pulling it a little bit toward me. This makes a very powerful and very fast throw, and it is very safe for my partner when I'm practicing, because it rolls him onto his back. Even if everything goes wrong for him, he takes his fall wrong and everything, I'm controlling it so that he doesn't get hurt. So I'm taking really good care of my partner, which if you pick up speed and you're practicing rough at all, it's easy to get hurt, and it's important to take care of your partner. So if we do this throw, back up just a little bit more, not too much. So if we do the throw then, see, it goes like that, and that's a pretty nice throw. And you can see I just rolled him right onto his back where he's safe. And yet, if I need to, I can drive him into the floor with it. So that won't work with Sankyo. And the reason it won't work with Sankyo is that this is taking him down immediately. As you saw with that throw, he falls almost instantly. It's great technique for freestyle because he's out of the way instantly and you're going for the next partner attacking you. The reason I would do Sankyo would be to get the knife. And I'm not, right now, we looked at that last time. But so with Sankyo though, I have to get him up in the air. And when we did that with the last video, we were doing this and trying to lead him. Well, that's great in practice because we're studying leading and structure breaking and controlling our partner's reflexes, and we're trying to get these defensive reflexes and all, and that's what we study, reflexes. But if I was in a real fight, just like with this move, when I come in here, if I do this well at all, he should be unconscious when I hit him. So I don't even need to throw. Now I practice a throw so that if somebody's attacking me and they don't have a weapon and I don't want to hurt them, I can throw them down without hitting them or doing anything that might injure them. And if I can come in and do this throw and make it work against somebody that's really attacking me, then I can probably hit him. And if I can hit him with this blow, I can probably knock him out, and it'll work really well. With Sankyo, I've got to get him up, and so when he comes in, I want to come here. Now, here again, my elbow is against his chest. I'm driving his head up and getting him up in the air and taking his hand up, and I have to do that to get under it. If I do it like the previous one, I'm immediately taking him down here. There's no way to do a Sankyo. There's no way to get under that. So if we do the Sankyo, back up just a little more. If we do the Sankyo with this, this kind of strike, it looks like this. So I'm here, and there's my Sankyo. So what we're looking for here is two things. We're looking for a strike that gets me away from the kill zone of the knife. And if I'm here, the knife is behind me. Let's turn around. See, when I come here, and I'm inside of where he would cut. So this gives me a good bit of safety. And I'm hopefully, of course, I want him to pass out when I hit him here. But if he doesn't pass out, then, you know, if he parries this or something, then I just go right under this arm and go into my throw, or throw him back here. You know, there are a lot of different ways to throw this. But I've got two techniques chained here. I've got the strike chained with the Sankyo. And then, of course, like I said, what I would really like to see happen is just knock him out. This is a slower technique than our basic structure break. And so we try to do a lot of freestyle practice, and there are other people coming after me. I don't have time to mess with this guy. So anyway, this is the way we do the strike for the Sankyo, and this is why we do it this way.